with late game execution.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well, I had to check out what's been going on with the latest Laker castaway, D'Angelo D-Lo Snitch Russell. As we all know, he was traded to the Brooklyn Nets this past Sunday for Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton, who really absolutely did nothing in the game against Cleveland in their debut with the Lakers on Tuesday night. Absolutely did nothing. Dorian Finney-Smith ran nothing but laps out there. Big fat donut. I think Shake Milton probably scored 5 or 7 points or something like that in 12 minutes. I don't know why these not Laker fans, the stands, I think those two are making a difference. They think well, here's the latest thing. Before I really get into this, here's the latest thing from what I've been hearing. I guess Rui Hachimura is the new scapegoat for the Lakers now. Yeah. We already know who the true problem is, but these little stands are never. Well, how can you make somebody realize what the true problem is that they are just going to sit there and deny it in the biggest cult base in America right now? But anyways, like, share, subscribe. Let's go. So the Brooklyn Nets played last night against the Toronto Raptors. D-Lo Snitch, or D'Angelo Russell, I should call him now, because he's no longer part of the clown show in L.A., made his debut with the, I can't even say debut. I can't say debut with a new team when he's already been on this team. But anyways, as we know, D'Angelo Russell, his first stint with the Brooklyn Nets, he was an all-star. He was the main catapult, or main catalyst, I should say, for the Brooklyn Nets and their. I don't think he was on there during the bubble season, but the 2019 playoffs, he was basically the leading scorer. I don't know about leader, but leading scorer for that team. And now, as we all know, he's got shit back there, and he has to come off the bench, actually. And his return to the Brooklyn Nets, he scored 22 points in 26 minutes, 9 for 13, 2 for 6, 2 for 2, 8 assists, 2 rebounds, 2 blocks, 3 turnovers, and a +2 in the plus-minus category. The second highest on this team, next to Tyrese Martin. The only problem is the Brooklyn Nets got their ass wasted by the Toronto Raptors, who actually got their ass wasted 2 days ago now by the by the Boston Celtics. I think it was like a 50-40 point. It was a bad loss. So the Toronto Raptors came with some steam. But D'Angelo Russell himself individually did not have a bad game. And most likely, he's probably in a better headspace now. He doesn't have to worry about being the scapegoat for a team anymore because there's a bum on there that doesn't want to take any accountability. And but this is what happens when you play on a LeBron team. It's like you got to watch your back all the time. Wasn't there a rumor or some story that came out last season that D'Angelo Russell and LeBron wasn't getting along? So we all saw this coming. And I'm surprised the Lakers, then again, who really knows the Lakers really won this trade? Maybe Brooklyn might have won this trade somehow, some way. But I love it when, these Laker fans at the stands always put the blame on the player. But they don't understand when you do that, you kind of lower their trade value. Sort of like what Stephen A. Smith used to do to people like Kyrie Irving, for example. Always yelling, Kyrie, yelling the whole entire time. Was there also a video that Kwame Brown came out a couple of years ago saying when Stephen A. Smith does that, it tells the owners of the NBA that this guy maybe a problem, so it lowers his trade value or his value when it comes to getting a new contract with a different team. So that's what sort of what these Lestans do when they put people like Russell Westbrook out there like that. Blame them, blame D'Angelo Russell, blame now I guess the new target Rui Hachimura. They don't think really. If you're trying to get rid of a player, you don't sit there and lambast them for 28 days straight, days and nights, and expect to get the highest trade value from them. But these Lestans are very stupid. They don't get that. But anyways, shout out to the D'Angelo Russell. Not a big fan of his, but I'm glad he got out of that playing wise. I don't know how he is personally outside the court. But what we used to see sound like a goof, but that was almost 10 years ago. He was close to pushing 30, so you would think somebody would mature. But like I said, I don't know who he really is personally. But as far as a basketball player, not really a big fan of it. But I'm just glad he's finally out of that toxic wasteland that they call the Lakers. But anyways,